Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to create this really cool sort of neon-y kind of marble look using gel polish. I did this set a little while ago and everyone's like, how did you create this look? Especially because usually this look is created using pigments and I didn't use pigments, I just used gel polish, so I thought I would do a little class on this for you guys so you can see how to create this just using your regular gel polish. Nothing fancy. All this is basically the same kind of idea as marbling. We're just going to be using some colors, a little bit of our gloss to disperse the color and cure it. It's really simple, but it gives you a really cool look and the finished product is really fun. Nice and bright. It's still good for fall. It's good for summer. You can wear this any old time. I chose to work with really bright colors because that's what my client was wanting. You could definitely use any shade of colors you wanted. Obviously the neons are better with the black background. If you wanted to change this up, do like a navy background, pick some colors that coordinate with that, or gray or whatever. I just really like the idea of the black with the really bright neons. Okay, so let's get going on this one, and then when you're done, you can join our free group, which looks like this on Facebook. So request to join the group and then post your work on there. Sorry guys, make you a little seasick. Post your work on there and we'll see what you do. All right, so let's get going. What I'm using today, and again, use the colors that you have that coordinate really well with whatever you happen to have in your drawer. You don't need to use exactly what I'm using. Nightfall is my base color, the black. I have got Scoundrel, Sunburst, and Sassy and Volt for my pink and green. I'm using Polar for white, and you are also going to need a clear. I'm using Luxio Gloss because this disperses the colors really nicely. You will need a very thin viscosity clear working product, so a gloss top, even Luxio base would work really well, or something along those lines, something really thin, okay? And of course your top gloss, which I will be using Shine On because it's Shine On and why wouldn't you use it? So I've already done a couple swatches up here. I've already done my black as my base just to kind of speed things up a little bit. And I've taken all of my colors and just put them on my palette and my little bit of Luxio gloss on there as well. And I'm just going to be using a tiny little detail brush. This is a size 1. It's really small, so this is all you're going to need. So apply your 2 layers of your black, and then we'll just go ahead and start adding our color. Let me just get this out of the way here. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is do our white first. Now because we kind of want to create sort of an abstract kind of smoky sort of marbly look, there's no specific rhyme or reason to how you're going to lay out your colors. I kind of wanted them to be a little bit on an angle. If you want to do like a bigger piece of color, maybe diagonal different or a swoop along the top, you place this however you choose. I just wanted to stick closer to the photo just for a little bit of reference, okay? And plus this is supposed to be like a highlight, not your entire nail. But if you guys want to play around with placement too, totally feel free. So I'm going to dip into my white first. So I've done my 2 coats and I've left my tacky layer on here. So I don't need to worry about wiping that off. And I'm just going to kind of make a swoop with my white. Nothing specific. It's not perfect. It doesn't need to be. We're going to kind of come in with our clear and break it up anyway. So this isn't a perfect line. It's not an exact science where it's going. It's just kind of there. So I'm going to come in with my Luxio Gloss. And I'm just going to drop this right on top. And just kind of break it up and thin it out. The idea being is this look, even though it's a bold color look, we still want it to be lighter and a little bit more fun on the side. So the reason we're putting the white down first, if we put these neon colors directly on top of black, they're not going to pop as much. We need a base underneath to kind of bring them up. like bring the colors out and let them be as bright as they want. So if I just put this neon yellow right on top of the black, it's not going to be neon yellow, it's just going to be kind of yellow. So we need the white underneath to make this work. This applies to any technique that you're working on a black background with. It's better to have the white underneath to allow the true colors to really pop out and stand out. So when you're happy with the amount of white that you have, we're going to cure that. And let's do our second one while we're here. And let's just work this one, whoops, sorry guys, the other way. Turn that a little bit. And again, do your white wherever you want it to go, okay? It can just be wherever you want it to go. So let's thin it out again with a little bit more gloss and just take the heaviness out of it. Okay, so let's pop, ooh, I've got a little tiny air bubble right there. Perfect, so I'm going to put that in the light and we'll cure that. Now let's come in with some color. So let's do yellow and green on this one, and we're going to do this exactly the same way we just did our white. We're going to put the white, or sorry, the yellow right over top of the white. And your ratio can be whatever color you would like to do. If you want to go half and half, if you want to go 2/3, a third, whatever you would like to do. And kind of blend a little bit with the yellow and the green so you don't have like a solid line between the two colors. You want them to blend through. And we are going to come over top of this with a bit of clear anyway, so don't worry about your blend if it's not 100% perfect. It's not too hard, is it? So let's take a little bit of our Luxio gloss and let's just blend out that green to yellow right there. And see, by doing that white underneath, these colors are still nice and vibrant. By thinning the white out, we've created that cool shadow effect underneath. And the colors look nice and vibrant, they pop, and they blend. See, you guys can totally do this. So let's cure this one. And let's do the same thing with our orange and our pink. So the orange we'll just put right on top of the white. Now if you wanted these colors to be really, really solid and not see that bit of color, the white and black poking through underneath, you could always do a second layer. But to me, what makes this design effective is that you do have that little bit of shadowing effect popping up from underneath. You can see where the colors were, you can see where the black is, and where the white has kind of got that little bit of smoky effect to it. So I'm going to take a little bit of my gloss again, and we'll just blend this out right here, again, so we don't have that demarcation line. And I'm just going to work my gloss through that sassy color a little tiny bit, just to thin it out a little bit so it's not quite so solid. And I think I will take a bit of gloss and put it right through here where I can see my orange is a little bit heavier, and I'd like it to be a bit thinner. And just blend that through. There. So let's cure that one. And then when those are done, we're just going to gloss top those. I'll just give those a little quick freeze cure because we are going to go back in the light with them. So you guys can do whatever sort of color combinations you want to with these. That's the fun part about this design. There's no definite, this has to be this way or that way. You guys do whatever color combinations you want. Obviously, it's easier to work with colors that will blend together. Green to yellow, orange to pink, blue to purple, that kind of idea. So when you're picking your color combinations, let me pull this photo up here again. When you're picking your color combinations, try and stick with colors that will blend together really nicely. Obviously, blue to purple works really well, orange to yellow. We did purple, blue to pink. Like, try and stick within the same kind of palette and tones that blend together really nicely. Blue to green blends together really nicely. So obviously everything will work together really well. Just pick what you know is going to be like a sister color to the other one, and not try and make it too definitive. Like orange to purple would be a harder blend because they're not in the same tones. Okay, try and keep them together so that things will work out nicely. All right, so that is a very simple but fun neon easy marble design that you guys can do. So go ahead, join the free class, and I'd love to see your designs that you guys can post up. Show me what you can do, and I'd love to see if you guys want to incorporate this into like a whole set, or maybe just a couple little nails into an entire set. Go and play, have fun. Thank you so much for joining this class, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.